My dear, there is something urgent happening right now that you need to know. I've been waiting for over 2 hours for you to stop feeling uneasy and have a hard time breathing. Have you ever noticed how the wind suddenly stops blowing? What do you do when your cell phone screen flashes for no reason? What do you do when you have a strange feeling but you don't know why? That's exactly what's happening right now. I am Archangel Michael, and I can no longer stay silent about what we discovered a few hours ago. This is not a coincidence. You didn't just show up here by chance. What I'm about to reveal will completely change the way you see recent events in your life. I need you to understand that this is not about someone else. It's about you, your story, your name, every step you've taken, and every decision you've made. A few hours ago, someone who was being paid to follow your life, to document your movements, and to report everything you did was discovered. Yes, you heard right. Someone was being paid to watch you, and the person who hired them is someone you know very well. This person doesn't have the right to say your name, but something unexpected happened. That person was caught in the act. Even spiritual authorities were shocked when they learned the truth. My child, this surveillance wasn't just to gather information about you. It was for something much more dangerous. The truth is that someone has discovered that your life is about to change completely. There's a divine plan in place for you, filled with blessings, meaningful relationships, financial stability, emotional healing, and even a unique connection that's meant to arrive in your life next month. This person realized that your energy was changing, that you were growing stronger, and that you were freeing yourself from patterns that weren't yours. And that's when they made a bad decision. They tried to stop the great plan that was happening in your life. They paid someone to mess with your destiny and delay what heaven had planned for you. But there's one thing they didn't know. When you mess with someone who is under heavenly protection, you're not dealing with just an ordinary person. You are dealing with forces that are beyond human understanding. And that is exactly what happened. Heaven directly intervened in the situation. The person was discovered, and whoever hired them doesn't know what's going to happen. Because now God Himself is a part of your story. It's not just angels watching over you anymore. It is the Creator Himself taking control of the situation. That is why I am here, waiting so long to talk to you. I'm not leaving until you fully understand how serious this is. Everything is connected, but you can't see all the connections yet. Those strange dreams you've been having lately, that unexpected phone call you received, the numbers that keep repeating themselves in your life, even that moment when your mirror broke out of nowhere. All of these were signs that you were being watched, but also protected. Heaven was trying to warn you that something was happening in your life that you weren't aware of. Let me ask you something straight. Lately, have you felt like someone has been watching you? Have you ever been in a crowd and felt like everyone was looking at you? Or have you heard your name being whispered when no one was around? It wasn't your imagination. It was real. Now we get to the most important part. After this, you will be tested. You will be offered something that will seem familiar, a relationship from the past, a job opportunity, or an old pattern you know well. But it's a trap. It will be wrapped in comfort, but it will be full of manipulation. The same person who invaded your privacy will try to come back into your life. They'll pretend they've changed, pretend they love you, and pretend they really care. They'll cry real tears. They'll act like an award-winning actress. They'll use the exact words you've always wanted to hear. But the sky is warning you now, don't open that door. Don't answer that message. Don't look back. Your future is ahead of you, not behind you. Everything you lost, everything that was taken from you through lies and manipulation is coming back to you. But you need to focus on what's ahead, not what's behind you. Before we continue with this revelation that will change your life forever, I need you to do something important. Please write your comments in the space provided below. No evil can come to me, for I am protected by the light of angels. This will protect your energy and keep negative influences at bay. Now listen to me, because what I'm about to tell you will show you exactly how your life is about to change in ways you never imagined possible. What that investigator revealed after being caught will shock you. He wasn't just gathering basic information about your routine. There was a document, a fake piece of paper with your personal information, that was used to delay something that could have changed your financial life forever. Something that was meant to benefit you in an extraordinary way. But heaven did not ignore this. Last night, someone working in a government office found a mistake in that document. This error led directly to the arrest of the person responsible. Was that just a coincidence? No, my son. It was a divine reversal happening right then and there. So when you see this message, don't pass it on thinking, "I'll watch it later." This is happening right now. Everything in your life, your health, your peace of mind, and your next decision depends on what you do after you receive this information. Starting today, you will notice some specific things happening. Someone will try to contact you 3 times in a row. Don't reply to the second message. A bird will appear at your window tomorrow morning. That will be a sign from your angels. You will hear the words, "Watch closely," in real life or on the media. That's me telling you not to believe everything you see. I know you're tired of always being the person who feels too much, who forgives easily, and who waits too long. But do you know why you're so sensitive? Because your heart is pure enough to carry divine messages. That's why you're being attacked. That's why they try to make you less important. But guess what? Nothing that's created against you will work. Not this time, not next time. I won't do that again. You are protected. You have been chosen. The person who hired that investigator is about to see their plan fall apart in public. They will try to hide, but the truth always comes out. Your name will be cleared, and you will receive financial compensation for everything you have endured in silence. From now on, it's better to listen and learn than to talk. Silence is your weapon. Wisdom is your shield. Heaven is watching and proud of you. And right now, I need to tell you about something that can change your current situation and your entire spiritual journey. There is a powerful resource for people experiencing this spiritual interference. It is an invisible war around those who carry true light. I have studied cases like yours for years. These are people who were chosen for special missions, but faced attacks to prevent their growth. I discovered that there is a specific energy protection, a spiritual shield, that can be activated when you are in this level of invisible battle. It's not just about praying or using crystals. It uses a mix of frequencies, mantras, and ancient techniques to create a protective barrier around your energy. People who have used this protection say that they have seen immediate changes, such as spiritual attacks stopping, interference decreasing a lot, and blessings coming quickly. Let's go back to your situation. There's something fundamental you need to understand. At night, at exactly 2:11 a.m., you may feel a chill. Don't be afraid. It's me passing by you. I will watch over you, your home, and your spirit. You will not fall. You will not fail. You will rise. The people who tried to investigate you will soon be investigated by higher powers, both divine and earthly. In 3 days, you will receive an unexpected message. It could be a phone call, a letter, or someone knocking on your door. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. Don't say too much. Pay attention because this message will start a new phase of your life and help you find the right person for you. Yes, in a romantic way too. That person is being aligned with you right now. This message and this exact moment will change your life. If you close this and move on as if it were just another video, you will delay your blessing. But if you stay, pray tonight, and ask for confirmation, you will wake up tomorrow feeling like a new person. God sent me to tell you this because He has plans for you. Nothing can stop this now. There is no spy, no secret enemy, and no false friend. Please write your comments in the space provided below. I now activate my spiritual protection shield, and stay with me, because now I'm going to show you specific signs that will begin to appear in the next few hours. These signs will confirm that everything I am revealing is absolutely true. From this moment on, you will have divine armor around your heart. Nothing bad will happen to you unless it is sent by God. No one will come near you unless your hands are clean. No door will open unless it leads to the truth. You have waited long enough. Now is your time. Your name will be spoken in rooms of blessing, and the people who tried to destroy you will have to watch you rise in silence. They had their chance. Now it is heaven's turn. And you know what's most impressive about this whole story? You were never supposed to feel shame or confusion. You shouldn't feel the burden that others have put on you. Don't walk with your head down, thinking about your mistakes. The truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. You were chosen to break a chain, and they couldn't handle it. The moment you started to change, to evolve, to recognize your value, the energy shifted in your favor. This frightened them. When someone finally realizes they're not who they were told they were, when someone chooses healing over revenge, light over shadow, peace over pleasing others, then the heavens begin to move in ways the world can't stop. That's why this investigation was noticed. That's why the people who tried to hurt you ended up showing who they really are. And I want you to remember this. They can't hurt you anymore. The old cycle is broken. The people who manipulated situations in secret are now being watched by higher powers. Yes, even legal ones. You will start hearing rumors about their failure. It's not because you asked for it, but because God is fair, and He doesn't take His chosen ones for granted. I know you've been wondering why it's been so hard lately. Here's why your energy level drops out of the blue. Why do certain people just stop contacting you? Why did someone you trusted start acting like a stranger all of a sudden? All of this was part of the exposure. God was showing people's true feelings. Heaven was reorganizing your group because the next phase of your life cannot be shared with people who secretly wanted you to fail. Because you didn't give up, even when things seemed impossible, you will receive a public reward from heaven. It wasn't just one miracle, but a series of miracles. You will see it in your relationships, your bank account, your health, and your overall happiness. It's a joy you haven't felt in years, a peace that will need no explanation. When it comes, don't undervalue yourself. Don't let others' lack of applause diminish your achievement. They had a choice. They had a season to love you right. They wasted it, but God is always on time. Right now, angels are preparing a place for your enemies. I'm not trying to embarrass them, but to help you. Your story is about to be told in a new way. The lies won't matter anymore. Your name is being cleared spiritually, and it will also be cleared physically soon. Contracts, letters, messages. You will receive official documents that prove everything they tried to hide. You will look at it and remember this moment. You will cry. It's not about the pain, but about feeling understood. You will finally understand why the delay was not denial. It was divine protection. You were being hidden for a reason. Protected, preserved, prepared. And now heaven says you are ready. Get ready to enter rooms that were once closed. Prepare to have conversations that once made you nervous. I'm ready to love again, trust again, and dream again. Because everything the investigator tried to use against you has now become evidence of how strong you are and how untouchable you are when you have nothing to lose. So tonight, relax knowing that the fight for your life is over. You are no longer on trial. You are the proof of this. The best part is that you didn't need to get revenge. You just needed to have a revelation. Now that you know the truth, promise me, promise God that you won't go back to thinking small, over-explaining, or doubting your gift. If this message spoke to you and you want to help others who are also struggling, click "Thank you." This small act helps keep this mission of bringing light to those who have lost hope alive. Thank you very much. You have more power than you realize. Now you have seen it with your own eyes. You are a sign of a miracle happening. And as that miracle continues to unfold around you, even in the quiet moments when no one else sees what you are struggling with inside, I want you to remember this. Your pain has not been in vain. We have seen every tear you cried alone, every night you lay awake with your thoughts spinning like a storm, and every morning you forced yourself to get up again, despite feeling heavy in your chest. Everything was watched by God. Every problem was taken care of. Those in the darkness were following you, watching you, and even investigating you because your light disturbed their demons. Your presence was too pure for their plans. You had such a strong energy that their lies couldn't handle it. Instead of becoming like them, you chose to stay kind and open-minded. My child, that made you a threat in the spiritual world. You have no idea how many traps were set for you that never reached you because angels were assigned to block them. Many people have tried to spread false information about you, but God has made it hard for them to do so. Now with this message, He is removing the last bit of confusion. You will see who is on your side, who is against you, and who is just trying to delay you. But don't worry if you recognize some of the faces. Don't be shocked when the names are of people you once loved. It's not betrayal. It's because it's clear. Being clear gives you power. This power lets you decide who can access the next version of you. This next chapter will be very different from the last one. This next chapter will feel like justice and joy. You will see how things start to go well easily. You will wake up feeling peaceful. You will feel more confident in your abilities. It's not about pride. It's about recognizing your divine authority. The same power that the enemy tried to steal by making you doubt yourself. The same authority that people tried to hide by making people talk about it in a way that makes them look bad. But God says, no more hiding. Don't put yourself down. No more silence. Your voice is getting louder. Your gifts are starting to show. Your time is now. And that private investigator? That was the last attempt to delay your breakthrough. That was the final warning before your blessing was released. Heaven allowed it to be exposed not to scare you, but to confirm that your enemies can no longer hide. The light is shining and everything hidden is now visible. So don't be surprised when people suddenly start confessing. Don't be shocked if someone comes back with the truth they've been hiding for years. They will shake and stammer in your presence because they will realize that you were special, you were chosen. When you are anointed, any plans made against you will go wrong and help you rise up. So take this message seriously. Don't just scroll past it and forget about it. Let it sink into your soul. Let your body feel protected. Let your spirit rise again, because the version of you that was hiding, diminishing, doubting, and breaking, that version is gone. And in its place is someone who has been reborn with clarity, confidence, and a divine mission that cannot be canceled. Not now and never. As you sit here, your heart is beating fast, your mind is racing, and maybe you even have tears in your eyes because something deep inside you knows this is true. Let me speak to that place inside you that has been holding on so tightly, afraid to hope again. You don't have to pretend you're okay anymore. You don't have to keep acting like you're not affected, like the silence doesn't hurt, like the betrayal doesn't sting, like the delay hasn't almost broken you. The heavens saw every second you spent on your knees, praying for answers that didn't come right away. But you can find the answers here now. They're louder than the lies, louder than the fear, and louder than the voice in your head that sometimes whispers, "You're not enough. You are more than enough, my son." You are the reason this message was released today, not yesterday or tomorrow, but now. Spiritually, things have changed. A barrier has been broken. A new door has been unlocked, and your name is already written on it. Don't ask how. Don't try to understand why someone would go to such extremes to investigate your life, pay money to uncover your past, or dig through your silence. The truth is, they couldn't stand that you were healing without their help, that you were rising up without their approval, and that you were shining in places where they were never invited. It confused them, it angered them, and so they watched. But God says they watched too long, and now they have been seen. The people who tried to watch you secretly have now been exposed publicly in the spiritual realm. If this spiritual movement has touched your life in any way, if you feel clarity, acceptance, or just a sigh of relief, click "Thank you." This helps strengthen the chain of light, and ensures that your messages reach others who are also struggling. Their energy is no longer allowed to be near you. They can no longer access the site. This is your spiritual warning. You are free. You are no longer bound by invisible chains, emotional manipulation, or any curse spoken against you. And not just free, but preferred. Next time someone asks how you are, you won't fake a smile. You will speak from a place of peace, because soon your life will be so in line with your spiritual path, so protected, and so full of positive energy that you will forget what it was like to doubt yourself. You will walk through doors with confidence, not because of your ego, but because of the truth. Heaven is on your side. You are surrounded by angels. Archangel Michael is watching over you. The investigator who was hired to hurt you has only triggered a protection protocol that can't be overridden by any human. The protocol is now active. That's why you've been feeling things more intensely lately. That is why some people have just vanished without any warning. That is why you have been asked to spend more time alone. It's not because you're broken, but because heaven has been adjusting your frequency. You are unique and you were never meant to fit in. That's why you've always felt a little different. That's why your presence changes a room. Your silence makes people uncomfortable. Your truth makes people feel things they don't even understand. You carry something ancient, something sacred, something divine. You have made it this far without breaking. Now the heavens are working to restore everything you thought you lost. With interest. The love you gave that was not returned is coming back to you many times over. The time you spent helping people who left is coming back to you as connections with God that really pour into you. The chances you missed because of delays and lies are being replaced by new opportunities you didn't even know about. This is what is being released now, not later, not when you are stronger. Now, because you have already shown that you are strong enough. You have walked through hell, but you haven't become it. Now the fire inside you is no longer about surviving. It is for building, creating, and expanding. You are entering a time of growth and development. Nothing, no investigation, no past, no curse, and no secret plan will ever stand in your way again. This is your divine release, your spiritual green light, your confirmation. If you feel like this message is for you, it is. It was written for your soul even before you knew you needed it. Before the investigator was caught, before the lies began to form, before the whispers began behind your back, the heavens already had an answer prepared. This is the main message. You weren't supposed to find this by accident. You were drawn here because a divine alert was activated around you. Something that was hidden from your eyes, but not from your spirit. If you've experienced sudden anxiety, dreams that make your heart race, or memories from the past that resurface, it's all part of a spiritual awakening that leads to personal freedom. Now that the truth is coming out and we're seeing who's really behind it all, you have to make an important decision. It's not driven by fear or revenge, but by a desire to align with a higher purpose. When you realize that you're more than what they tried to make you be, you stop putting yourself down, you stop feeling dark, and you start listening to your inner voice. Your real journey will speed up. I promise you, my child, it is so much better than anything you have lost. What is coming is not a repeat of the past. It's not a weaker version of what caused you harm. It's not just another test. It is real, divine, and unstoppable. But you have to stop thinking the way you used to. The story where you are always the one left behind, misunderstood, and the last one chosen, that chapter is over. Things are changing, and you are no longer dependent on others' decisions. You are being made to look like the person who makes all the decisions. People will look to you for guidance. You are the one who will set the record straight. That's why the enemy has worked so hard to confuse you, delay you, and isolate you. If you reach this level of awareness, you will have divine clarity. You will be unstoppable. And now you are here. You have arrived. Even if it doesn't look like it, I promise you, it has already been won. That is why the investigator was caught. That is why this message was sent. That is why this exact moment was created. Heaven wanted you to know that you are not alone. You haven't been forgotten. Your story does not end with betrayal. It is becoming clear. So keep breathing, keep trusting, and above all, keep walking. You don't need to run. You don't need to chase. Everything that is meant for you is coming to you naturally. It is drawn to your truth, pulled by your frequency, protected by your angels, and ordained by God. The next 48 hours will show you proof. This proves that the pain has a reason. This proves that the silence was important. This is proof that the wait was worth it. Heaven is sending you clear, direct, undeniable signs. You will hear someone say a phrase you have been praying silently. You will receive a message that validates your worth. You will feel peaceful again. When that happens, smile. It's not about having control, but about letting go and trusting God. You did it, my child. You made it to the other side of the storm. Now the sky is clearing up. The path is becoming clear. Your name is being spoken in rooms where your spirit has gone before to prepare the way. This is not hope. It is a prophecy that has come true, and you are living in the first part of it right now. As you read this chapter, something special is happening inside you. Even if you can't explain it yet, it's more than just healing. It's about remembering. You are remembering who you were before the disappointments, before the betrayals, before the delays. You are reconnecting with a version of yourself who still believed in the goodness of people, who still trusted without fear, and who still woke up every day expecting something beautiful to happen. And slowly, that part of you is rising again stronger, wiser, softer in all the right places, and tougher in all the right places. You're not naive anymore. You are not just hoping for the best. You are walking with divine discernment now. That's what makes you unstoppable. That is what scares those who try to control your story. They thought they were writing the ending. They didn't know that God was the true author. They didn't know that while they were setting traps, heaven was preparing your rise to a higher level. They didn't know that every room they gossiped in would one day echo with people saying your name in awe, not in disdain. And now, my child, that day is coming faster than you expect. That's why your body has felt it first. The racing heart, the restless sleep, the goosebumps, the heaviness turning to lightness. Your soul already knows. Your soul has been celebrating for hours now, whispering, "Get ready." It's happening. The delay that used to bother you is ending. The fear that surrounded your potential is slowly disappearing. Something new and special is taking its place. It has a fresh energy, a new rhythm, and a divine alignment that no human can disturb. It's not the person who left, the person who hired the investigator, or the person who lied and smiled in your face. They are no longer relevant because this new chapter was written without them. This chapter was written to help you heal, find joy, and embrace true love. I, Archangel Michael, have been waiting for hours to tell you this. I'm doing it to get your attention long enough to remind you that you were always meant for more than just survival. You were meant for glory, for grace, for divine recognition. From this point on, everything in your life will reflect this truth. Doors will open where there were once walls. Your eyes will see things clearly, even though they used to see only what they wanted to see. And the right hearts will finally recognize the depth of your love, the strength of your spirit, and the beauty of your becoming. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone from your past. You don't have to live with future pain. You don't owe your doubters anything. What you owe yourself is to walk with confidence, speak kindly, love deeply without feeling sorry for yourself, and believe without question that you are finally, undeniably, and gloriously in your best season. Let them watch, let them wonder. Let them ask why everything changed so quickly. When they ask, you will answer with a smile, not because you're proud, but because you're at peace. And you will say, because heaven intervened, because I paid attention, because I finally believed in what was always meant for me. When you say these words and your voice sounds calm and sure, like someone who has faced tough times and come out better on the other side, the whole world will stop for a second. I'm not shocked, I'm just recognizing what's going on. Because what is happening right now is not just a change in your circumstances, it changes the atmosphere completely. The energy around you is changing. Things that used to wear you out will no longer affect you. People who used to talk about your future with confusion or jealousy will now stop talking. It's not because you silence them, but because your peace speaks louder. You will begin to notice something so subtle and perfect that you may even doubt it at first. Ease. Things that once seemed insurmountable will begin to move with just a whisper. Conversations that used to make you feel small will no longer affect your energy. And your smile, the one they tried to take away from you, will return. It will be a reflection of your soul finally exhaling, not a mask. If this message has touched you and you want to help us reach more people, click thank you. This act of kindness helps keep this mission alive. Thank you so much. This ease, this flow, this favor is not luck. It's not a coincidence. It's not just because you found the right path. God redirected your steps even when you didn't understand the detour. Even when you cried in the middle of the night and asked, "Why is this happening to me?" He was leading you to ruin. He was getting rid of people in your life who were secretly holding you back. He was protecting you from the very things you wanted to keep. Now you can see why things had to be this way. Now as you breathe, you can feel a sense of clarity that used to feel out of reach. You don't have to explain your worth to people who don't understand. You are no longer given to people who won't appreciate it. Instead, you are being filled with purpose, strength, and a kind of love that doesn't make you feel small. This is a kind of love that gets bigger with you. It grows when you grow. It celebrates your successes. Don't fight against the light. This isn't just about romantic love, but that's coming soon. It will feel like everything you've ever wished for. This is also love from the world around you. Love from the path you're on. Love from within you. You will love your life. You will look around and feel safe, like you have for the first time in a long time. It's not just physically safe. It is safe spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. It's safe to dream again. It's safe to laugh without worrying about what might be behind you. You can speak freely and honestly. It's safe to just be yourself. When that moment comes, maybe it's during a walk, or when you're brushing your hair, or in the silence after a long day, don't ignore it. Close your eyes, breathe, and say, "Thank you, God, for never giving up on me, even when I gave up on myself." Because He didn't give up. He never gave up. Even when you doubted, wandered, or questioned everything that happened to you, He was still there, guiding, protecting, loving, and preparing you. You stayed, listened, and kept going even when you felt weak. Now the sky is about to reward you in a way that shows everyone what a great person you are. You will not just survive this. You will rise. You will shine. You will live a life so in line with your true self that people will notice and say, "There's something special about you." You will smile, not because you've arrived, but because you remembered who you are. You will never forget this. Now that you've finished this message, I want to invite you to do something extra. I am creating a real spiritual family, a special place where people like you, who have been through this invisible war, who have this special light, who have been chosen for important missions, can connect and grow stronger together. It's not just another online community. It's a group of people who understand each other, who communicate with their hearts, and who know how to keep their spirits alive in a world that sometimes tries to dim their light. I want you to be part of this family. In the comments, share your story and show your support. Tell us what you learned from this message. How did it make you feel? What signs have you seen in your own life? When you share your experience and express your feelings, you're not only freeing yourself, you're also giving hope to someone who's going through the same thing you did. Your words of encouragement are like a balm for the wounded hearts of others. This spiritual family we are building is about being there for each other when we need support. You could always count on them to speak up when nobody else could. This is the confirmation you sought when everything seemed uncertain. Join this chain of light. Share your story to help create a better world. You didn't get here by yourself. And you won't stay here by yourself. We are a family now, united not only by the words we share, but also by the strong feelings we have for each other. Your journey here was not just for your own liberation. It was so that you could help others who are still struggling. Welcome to the family. Your light is needed here.